Alright, we're taking a look at our LED Dream color controller. This is to control our RGB lights, our 2811 style smart RGB lights. This is a real basic box. It just uses a 12 volt adapter that you can plug in. We ship these with a 24 watt 12 volt adapter. It has 4 buttons on the front for power on. The plus and minus are to change modes. And then the speed, you can speed the functions up and down. These are wired up with our 3-wire, which is for WS2811. You can see here the middle wire. It's kind of hard to follow, but the middle wire on the strand goes to your control, which is the clock DIN negative on the top. That's actually sending the signal to the lights to tell them what to do. And then the outer 2 wires, one's going to be ground, one's going to be 12 volt. If you hook them up backwards, your lights won't work, and then you simply switch them around and you should be just fine. So that's basically how you could hook those up. Some people will hook them up with different type of pigtails. If you had strips, we saw these little connectors. You could wire in the connectors the same way and then have a nice plug out to your lights. We also sell the a watertight connector. You could set these up too, where you'd wire these in and then you could have a connector with your lights that way. In this particular setup, we have just wired them straight into the lights. We're showing these off on our C9 opaque strands. They have a long lead wire. There's no reason to not just cut off the end and wire them straight in. So pretty straightforward there. So to power these up, they'll just go. And then to cycle through the modes, it's just plus and minus. You'll see over here in the background, they're changing through the different modes. You can hit the speed button and you'll see a thing will come up. Button up to slow it down, and then you can slow the effects down as well. Hit it again and it'll keep them in. So if you saw an effect, say something that was fading, that you wanted it to go much faster, you can see by jacking it up it's going much faster now. So that's it. You could shut them off, and then when they're off, you hit the function button and you can see a 50 shows up. And what that is how many pixels do you have controlled to your box. In this case we have 50 pixels controlled, but you hit the plus or minus to add more. If you had 2 strands, you could set this to 100. If you had a strand and a half because you cut one, you could set it to 75. So if you plug 2 strands into this box and half of them didn't work, it's probably because it's still set to 50. Then you could just change that to 100 or whatever the color needs to be to get these in. We'll set this back to 50 again. You hit the power button and that will save it. Then power button back again, and it has the different modes. You can see it has a little antenna on it as well. It does come with a little remote, so if you had these set up on your roof, your porch, RV awning, something like that with your lights, you could sit back in your lawn chair from in the house and cycle through the modes as well. So if you have any questions about how to set these up, hit it in the comments below or let us know.